Streaming from the 22 News Broadcast Center. This is 22 News at 4 p.m. Digital Edition.
Good Tuesday afternoon, and thank you for joining us for 22 News at 4 o'clock. I'm Nick Oresco. Your top stories in just a second, but first, you already know this. It is very hot outside. Let's bring in now Jack Wu with the 22 News Storm Team. Driving outside, you definitely need that AC on high.
Oh, definitely. And if you can turn that on before you get in your car, that is suggested. I was sweating bullets when I got in my car, but taking a look at your commute right around 4 o'clock, we're going to be seeing a little bit of traffic, mainly near West Springfield. Business as usual for the most part. We still have that construction on the Memorial Bridge, and going down Route 5, you might hit a little bit of traffic, as well as on 90 near Palmer. But other than that, it is business as usual. Now, taking a look outside, it's definitely a hot one and a bit of a hazy one as well. The 22 News Storm Team has issued a weather alert for today due to air quality and excessive heat, and that's what we're going to get into. A heat advisory that's going from today through Friday throughout all of Western Massachusetts. Heat indexes around 100, and quickly what that means is temperatures plus humidity, basically how hot it feels outside. Excessive heat watch Wednesday through Friday, up to 105 for our heat index. That's basically for eastern parts of Hampden, Hampshire, and Franklin County, as well as an air quality alert for eastern parts of Hampshire County and Hampden County. A lot going on, and if we take a wider look at the northeast, we're going to be seeing a lot of those warmer temperatures, especially up and down 91 in those low 90s to mid 90s in Springfield. Berkshire County a little cooler, mainly in the high 80s. And our clouds and radar not showing much in terms of rain, but you could see a spot shower in your neighborhood. We'll get to that in just a moment with the 22 News Storm Team Skycast.
Massachusetts is experiencing a 911 outage. A public safety alert rang out across phones in Massachusetts this afternoon. It wasn't immediately clear what was causing the outage. The Massachusetts Executive Office of Public Safety and Security is investigating the cause. Residents in need of assistance are advised to contact their local police department's non-emergency number at this time. Wilbraham police are investigating the deaths of 3 people. Our 22 News crew was there this afternoon when state police could be seen gathered outside a home on Main Street. Hampden District Attorney spokesman Jim Lydon told 22 News there is no threat to the public. Police shut down Main Street between Highmore Drive and Burley Road while they investigated. 22 News will have a live report from outside the home on TV starting at 5. The Karen Reed murder trial continued today without the jury. Instead, the court interviewed witnesses who may appear on the stand later. The first person to take the stand was Dr. Marie Russell, an expert witness for the defense. She testified that arm injuries suffered by John O'Keefe were consistent with an animal attack. The court then questioned 2 accident reconstruction experts, one of which was hired by the FBI to do accident reconstruction for a separate but related case. The trial judge will now decide whether Dr. Russell can testify and what the crash experts will be allowed to say. There is no court tomorrow. It is a holiday. Testimony resumes Thursday. Well, the Boston Celtics are once again NBA champions, and that means it's time to cue the duck boats in Boston. The city of Boston will hold a rolling rally parade on Friday at 11 a.m. to celebrate the Boston Celtics' 18th NBA championship. The parade will begin in front of TD Garden on Causeway Street and end on Boylston Street by the Heinz Convention Center. The Celtics beat the Dallas Mavericks 106-88 Monday night to win the franchise's 18th championship, breaking a tie with the Los Angeles Lakers for the most in league history. It was the first time they'd won the NBA title since 2008 and marks the 13th championship won this century by one of Boston's Big 4 professional sports franchises. Back now with Jack Wu. Another hot day today. It looks like the rest of this week looks extremely warm.
Oh, definitely. Thursday being the worst day, but maybe a little bit of relief in terms of a spot shower. Let's take a look at the 22 News Storm Team Skycast. Just a potential spot shower right around 7 p.m. That's mainly focusing around the Franklin County and northern parts of Hampshire County area, but going on throughout the evening. Not seeing a lot of cloud cover at 12 a.m. Wednesday morning, but Definitely so. Right around 6 a.m., a little bit of a cloudy start to the day, but as we go on, we will see some peaks of sunshine and some warmer temperatures. So maybe seeing the sun isn't going to help as much with cooling off. Highs around this time looking in those low to mid 90s, but we could see another chance for a potential spot shower right around 7 p.m. tomorrow evening. That's mainly focusing on eastern parts of Franklin and Hampshire County, also potentially in Hamden County. And we'll be tracking the rest of this week's weather on 22 News at 5.
All right, Jack, thanks a lot. Trending right now, Justin Timberlake was arrested on Long Island early this morning and accused of driving while intoxicated. Timberlake was released from custody after being arraigned in Sag Harbor on the eastern end of Long Island. He was charged with one DUI count, with his next court date set for July 26. That's according to the Suffolk County District Attorney's Office. Timberlake is currently in the middle of his first major concert tour in 5 years. He is scheduled to play a pair of shows in Boston at the Garden on Saturday, June 29th and Sunday, June 30th. We are now just 38 days away from the official start of the Summer Olympics, and today we got a sneak peek at what Team USA will be wearing for the opening ceremony. Athletes will sport a navy wool blazer with red and white tipping, a striped Oxford shirt and jeans. For the closing ceremony, athletes will wear a racing-style jacket with various Team USA logos. This marks the 9th time Ralph Lauren has designed the team's looks for the opening and closing ceremony parades. According to the designer, all components of the uniforms were made in the U.S. Now for a look at what we are working on for 22 News starting at 5 o'clock. We will have continuing coverage of the death of 3 people in Wilbraham. 22 News reporter Melissa Torres spoke with people in the area, and we will have that live report. Plus, former Congresswoman Gabby Giffords visited the State House in Boston today. Hear what she has to say about gun control efforts. And the storm team is tracking more temps in the 90s. Find out when the heat could break. Jack.
One more look at the traffic. Overall, business as usual. Actually, a pretty free-flowing day. Areas to know, Route 5 in West Springfield, that's going to be a little backed up due to that construction. Memorial Bridge in Springfield, also going to be a little backed up. That construction is still ongoing. And some construction on 90 West in Palmer. That is going to cause a little bit of a delay, but overall, it is business as usual. But we do have that potential spot shower coming, which could slow things down a little further. We'll let you know how hot those temperatures get throughout the week with the 22 News Storm Team forecast.
All right, Jack, thank you. And thank you for joining us for 22 News at 4 o'clock. Of course, the latest news and weather on our website and on the 22 News mobile app. Stay cool out there.